Do you remember Mr. Goldilocks?
Puff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, Goldilocks.
Guy does not like me or you. In fact, he wants to destroy us.
I believe he threatened to destroy us.
Yeah, he did.
Pretty sure you're not supposed to do that.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Shall we see? Shall we take a look?
Well, let's set some context here.
Oh, you want to set some context? Okay. Go ahead. What's the context?
There are, well, they're called white monkeys. And it's basically non-Chinese people in a role that China wants to use you for propaganda. Mm-hmm. There's white monkey propaganda. So they're like, if an American or a Canadian or a Russian or anybody that's not Chinese says that the Chinese government's good, then we'll give you a role in a movie or a show, or we'll boost your YouTube channel or whatever. We'll pay you, right? You work for us.
Shills.
It's a shill, right? And one of these guys took the role of General MacArthur.
It's hilarious.
In a Chinese government TV show, state
You
propaganda.
know, we're not going to show too much of that, but the funniest part about it is after looking at the show, everybody got to keep their original voices except for him, and they dubbed him over with a Chinese man.
person. So they took a Chinese guy and gave him like a southern accent.
Bad.
Yeah, and then like you said, all the foreigners, all the other people, not shills, like the people that took these acting roles.
Yeah, just the white monkeys in the job.
Even if they didn't have a native English accent, they were allowed to keep their voice.
Yeah, there's a lot of Russians and Egyptians and so on.
And like, I don't know, Bolivians or something. But the main role, they dubbed him with a Chinese person, which is baffling to me.
They obviously didn't like his accent.
I guess not.
Anyway, let's take a look at
American,
this little clip. It's pretty telling. All right, let's do it.
What can they do? Fight us with Chinese kung fu?
Someone like a scumbag Serpensa and his co-partner there, Lao Wai, when these scumbag guys are allowed to flourish, perpetuating their lies, this image of an evil China, and doing it masterfully with the skills and tools that they have to
thank you
to be able to manipulate and deceive people. You know, it's there. I'd like to take it upon myself to destroy them, to stop them.
And the river will run red with blood!
They will sow what they reap.
That means bringing in more ground troops. No.
Okay, maybe there needs to be a little bit of context behind some of that stuff. Mr. Mario, who was a senior fellow for the Center of China and Globalization.
Yeah, I didn't know about this. This is like a United Front organization?
Yeah, it's connected to the Chinese government, and it's unfortunately in many countries. Yeah. If you look at the members of the CCG, as it's called.
Claimed members, right?
That are on their website. They're in like Oxford University, and they're all over American universities. They're all over in fact, what's his name? Kevin Rudd or whatever, former Australian Prime Minister's connected to them.
Well, they've connected.
Yeah, they've connected. Either way, you've got a lot of influential people around the world that are all part of this think tank, which is a Chinese government-organized non-government organization, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it looks pretty
run by members
scary.
Of the United Front. It's very
pretty
bad.
Yeah.
And I think I made a video about this. Anyone needs to look into this because it's a bad, massive influence operation helmed by the Chinese government, and it's all over the world.
But let's just say, like, I feel like that organization wants to be liked or tolerated.
Yeah.
Why is there because this Mario guy, he's the senior fellow for this organization.
Well,
right?
he keeps claiming he's a senior fellow.
Well, obviously he is, right?
Yeah.
You can't just say that, right?
Yeah. Senior fellow, senior citizen fellow.
Why is he threatening us then? Because we
wants to destroy us.
We made a joke about his public appearances on Chinese state media. That's fair game. That's on.
Anything you put out there, it's fair game.
It's just a joke.
Anyway,
I don't destroy someone over.
You know what is?
That's like
it's a
ridiculous.
joke. You know it's a real joke though. Listen, see if you can spot it this time around.
And the river will run red with blood.
Not that. Okay, let's just listen to what he says.
We didn't dub that. But
no, that's how they did it. Okay, listen. Just listen. What does he say?
They will sow what they reap.
Did you get it?
What's that?
They will sow what they reap.
So
This
I guess
dude
we'll just
cannot
keep
get
what we do.
anything right.
So we basically
You sow what you reap.
take the crops.
So we reap
and we
something.
put them back in,
and then we sow it.
and then we grow again. I guess so.
I mean, this is the guy who thought the frog rode on the back of a scorpion and that Goldilocks is somehow involved with the three little pigs.
Puff and I'll blow your house down, Goldilocks. Well, now this is the scorpion who promised to give the frog a ride across the stream.
They will sow what they reap.
Yeah.
You can't get the simplest of sayings right.
Listen, I don't ever go after people in my videos or anything. There's a difference between going after someone and threatening someone and making a joke about a dumb performance.
Yeah.
Listen, they dubbed the dude's voiceover with someone else and made him MacArthur on propaganda. It's funny. It's a joke. They put him on state media to say fairy tales or like Aesop's fables, and he got it wrong. It's funny. It's a
funny.
joke.
It's hilarious.
You don't say you're going to destroy someone.
Oh, he's a very sort of horrible, confrontational, vile person.
It's not
on Twitter. He's
not
goes
correct.
after people all the time.
It's not correct.
Yeah.
And here's the deal.
And he deleted his Twitter account.
An American living in China, working for the Chinese government, which is obvious at this point,
Yeah.
is threatening U.S. person.
Yeah.
Or
To
U.S.
destroy
people.
us. Yeah.
I don't think that's appropriate.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
Anyway, moving on. We just thought that'd be kind of funny to share. And the communist leprechaun made a cameo as well.
That means bringing in more ground troops.
That's actually funny. We found this. This is on. It's called Red Star Over China.
Yeah.
And it's a documentary they did about congratulating and remembering the PLA's efforts to do communist stuff.
So they dressed him up. He actually kind of looks like Super Mario. Doesn't he just look like he should be jumping on a mushroom? Anyway, my favorite part of this is he's hammering with a rubber mallet. He's hammering a piece of wood, and there's no nail or anything. Because they do this reenactment stuff. This is kind of popular in the Chinese countryside.
Yeah.
You know, where there were famous battles and stuff. They will reenact these so-called battles, and they had to build a bridge in a short amount of time. So they'll pretend to hammer nails. But it's...
What is that? Like the slip. Oh, he doesn't even hit the wood.
He's
Yeah,
like
hit the wood
tapping it. It's ridiculous, okay? It's a rubber mallet, and he's hitting a piece of wood with a rubber mallet.
Use this music.
I know.
This is your masterful deception technique, right? You're good at it.
Yeah. Well, even Mr. Goldilocks doesn't like it.
No.
No, he shut down that performance.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
Take a joke, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be that serious.